For coaches, the casuals, and everything in between, this is Open Gems, the podcast. I guess this is kind of a good time to start segueing into the NBA talk. So I guess I'll start with you, Trey. Sleeper. Who was your sleeper team this year?
Sleeper team. OKC. I've been telling people all last year. Even though they look good last year, I think they're the next to be one of those beasts, beasts from the West teams that's going to win a championship with the right piece. Not this year, but I just think they're going to land the piece that they need, whether it's a blockbuster, before the deadline or somebody not happy, but they're one piece away from being a team that can win it all.
They remind me of the OKC with KD,
yeah, with KD, yeah,
and James Harden, Jeff Green, like to where
that was a lot.
The names may not resonate for stardom,
but they
on the national level. But if you watch basketball and you know basketball,
that Jalen Williams kid, Chet coming live now.
You're talking about Isaiah Joe. You're talking about Aaron Wiggins. You're talking about they have a good.
They got a good formula over there.
Good formula, bro. Like to where it's not going to be that star team, that star player that's for them is going to be.
It's like how the Warriors gelled good together. They drafted all the right players.
If that coach and GM can keep building to what they're trying to.
But the thing is, even if they don't get that star, my bad. Even if they don't need that star, they do have that star.
No,
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander
finished second in MVP voting last year, didn't he?
He's a player.
Something else, man.
He is a player.
He's so different.
He is.
And
it look effortless too when you watch him.
So my son,
what they call it, nonchalant.
Yeah, my son don't like him.
He don't because he's so smooth.
Because he make it look so easy.
Man, it looked too easy.
So like Luka and Shea, for some reason, Zabi like, man, they like him. He's like they play lazy. I was like, nah,
they're just that good, man. And
that's how good they are to where they can play at their own pace, and it makes it look boring to you. But they buzzing ass,
man. Shea is balling on rookie mode, bro. He got a creative player. And he balling on rookie.
Bro, that's about the best way to put that shit.
Yeah.
Balling on rookie mode.
Because you get what you want on rookie. You get every shot. You get
all
every
the stars,
move you
make all of
yeah,
bro. Like that was the best way to put that shit, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Different. Okay, OKC for me, OKC is definitely not necessarily
not a sleeper,
but Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland, this is for you.
Yeah.
Like right now.
But would you put Cleveland as your sleeper or your surprise?
Surprise.
Because
they my
to me,
surprise.
They more of like the surprise team is more than like the sleeper.
I'm not gonna say surprise for me because I seen it how they got to the fourth place last
year. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and they did that with a hurt Darius Garland.
Yeah.
So like they're healthy now. So for me, it's not necessarily a surprise. It's more so like the NBA sleeping on what they really got going on.
And I'm gonna tell you one more sleeper, Q. And I seen them last night.
I got my two.
Spurs. I'm gonna say why because I watched that Castle kid and he's gonna be really good
So I guess I don't want to retract back to like going to college, but any kid out of UConn, I'm gonna take any kid out of UConn. They coach is
he's a genius, man.
Yeah, Hurley, he
take straight from his daddy, bro. Like,
but like what he put them kids through. If you are a freshman playing for them and with meaningful minutes
for him, you like that.
But more than just like that, like you got it here,
and
like
everywhere.
Like you are the complete player. Like literally. The number one player in the nation can't play at UConn.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I agree with that.
Right.
It takes a very specific kid.
You ain't seen no top 25 kid commit to UConn.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy though. Like the motherfucker that's back-to-back champions.
You right.
There has not been a top 25 player say, hey,
But he got his formula though. He know what he's looking for.
In which I think Stephen Castle, he was close to top 25.
He may have been him,
but he was perfect for their program.
He was
like the top 5. They usually can't. They wouldn't be able to. They be too close to prima donna.
Didn't he get him in the portal?
No, Stephen. He was a freshman. He was all McDonald's All American.
Who did he get in the portal? He got one kid.
Oh, he got a bunch of kids. The first year he won, he that was a portal team.
That was a portal team. Yeah. From Jackson to the kid that didn't shoot. Everybody was portal. But the second one, that was damn near home built.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was kids that he literally went and got himself. Not that wasn't there, you know what I mean? But one thing I will say, and being a coach, you have to study a craft. And you have to be very humble in how you do that. You can't watch something like, "Well, I know this," and literally don't learn from it.
Yeah. So
for me, to watch what he's done at UConn was more so watching what his dad did at St. Anthony's.
Yeah. Yeah.
He built the program in New Jersey. You talking about the Cal Andersons, the Kyrie Irvins, my kid Gilchrist's. You know what I mean? Talking about kids that he's touched. Isaiah Briscoe's, he touched, you know what I mean? Kids like that to where it's like, it's a formula in the family.
St. Patrick's.
St. Patrick's. Like St. Anthony, St. Patrick's.
Yeah.
But forgive me. But just watching that and then watching Bobby go to Arizona State.
Yeah.
And do what he did.
Yeah.
And do what he's done. You know what I mean? He may not have won, he turned a program that wasn't anything since James Harden left into a reputable program.
Yeah.
To where his brother takes UConn from Kevin Ollie going through what he went through, win the championship, dropping the bag, to like UConn is a standard.
Man, what?
Yeah. And the thing is, he's still a student of the game. Where I remember looking at, because now I guess the big thing is they do the training camps or the different little things and they post it on YouTube. And I remember watching a UConn one where, and he be on his assistants' asses too. And he was like, "Do y'all got that the Serbian set from da 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 da?" And do you have it planned out for this practice? And like he's on top of it. But again, understanding like you looking at a Serbian set.
That's Serbian.
But that's where the basketball is at, though.
Bro, like right now, what everybody is running right now
is all over there. Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody's running Spain action right now. Yeah. Everybody's running goddamn Serbian action. Everybody's running that damn Germany action. Everybody's running that France. Bro, it's universal right now. If you ain't tapped in outside of your norm, you slacking as a coach.
Yeah.
Or maybe not even a coach, as a film videographer, whatever you may be, or trainer. If you're not tapped in every culture, you're doing yourself a disservice.
A disservice, yeah.
No, it's a fact. And that's what I think last conversation we was having, where I think that my favorite thing about basketball right now is looking at the evolution of just the different versions of split actions that are coming. And that's even when you get into the Spain the actions and different things like that. The 3-man splits is and that's what got Golden State their championships. Is their system is built off, and the Spurs also is built off of understanding and reading 3-man splits and like the different actions that you can do. And the combination is almost limitless. Where, you know what I mean, especially when you just end up having a little backside motion as well.
I'm gonna kill you with something right now. Do you know that all that is a triangle offense expanded?
Well, I've heard that, and then like Princeton,
a
lot of it ends up being like a lot of those different versions.
All
of
the action is literally the triangle offense expanded out to the 3-point line. So all the motion that you see, that 3-man, that was a triangle.
Yeah.
Then you had the backside, the back screen, switch, all that right there. So it's basically all that is just the triangle offense expanded to where we thought that it was so boring watching Jordan just go to the mid post.
Yeah.
Now you watch the mid post becomes the split action initiator.
Yeah.
now I got the backside back screen to where you wonder why Clay's so open all the time, because if you watch, it's a back screen. Clay sets the screen, and there's another back screen.
Mm-hmm.
While the action going on for Curry, so now there's no help side.
Right.
Now you put that shit in the sense to where you can't sit in the lane in the NBA to where now it's 3-second violation, to now you take it to college and high school to where you're not trained elite to really put your head on a swivel and see all this shit.
See all that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of action.
And going to what was that? Was it that? It was the Duke action that we watched earlier.
Yeah.
What ends up making a lot of that so dangerous is when you have a ball handler, 2 shooters, and then a shooter all the way in the corner.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, you was getting on the nail guy, but I almost imagine
I already know
likely
it's a shooter in the corner.
Yeah,
he can't
leave.
So then you can't even go too deep because of
that. Because of that.
So it literally, you kind of play the game of, do I allow the 3 and take my percentages?
Mm-hmm.
So now you're talking about the analytics of the game. Now that's what we got now to the NBA is where analytics. I'm gonna shoot 63s a game because it's better than shooting 20 mid ranges.
And I lost to Team Curry. Look, man, I lost to Team Curry because of that. Shout out to their coach. I ain't gonna say his name. I don't want to give him no credit. You're right. I don't want to give him no credit, but he teaches them guys that NBA philosophy of shooting 3s and making 3s. If you make more 3s, you're gonna win the game because the other team is making 2s. And he beat me, and I was pissed because we had him. We had him.
That's the Boston Celtics philosophy.
Man,
I remember JJ Redick was talking about how he spoke to the coach, and he just said that like we lost the math problem.
Yes.
And where they didn't get up as many 3s as the other team.
So Missoula came from Shaka Smart. Shaka Smart, implemented that same type of philosophy.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Which the reason why you had Howard. There was that. I forgot the first name for his first name, but it wasn't Josh. It was something Howard putting up 50 at Marquette.
And look, man, guys, I hate I brought this up because
and we're gonna get back to the league in a second.
Right. I done re-aggravated that. But let me tell you how aggravated I was as a coach about that. I went back to daggone Baller TV and tallied the 3s. I'm like, how did I lose this game? How did I'm getting everything I want on defense. How did I? It was the 3s, man.
Bro,
it was the 3s.
Which is crazy is like what we have to learn is that, I mean, even with me coaching right now, like I literally coach the transition 3.
Yeah.
I've stopped coaching the 45-degree angle layup.
Right.
I literally coach the
transition 3. Get to that corner.
Kick it up. Get to the corner, and then when you touch the corner, you ain't got it. Now you start sliding back up to be shot ready.
Yeah, be shot ready.
Which is so crazy. Like literally, you think about 10 years ago, I'm in practice teaching them 45-degree angle cuts.
That was it.
Get to the timeline, 45-degree angles. Get there.
The big running, drag screen. Get downhill.
Oh man. But what? Yeah.
I hate that I got. I'm sorry.
Give me back.
All right, so I'm gonna give my sleepers. Again, this is a podcast that's gonna be aimed for the casuals all the way to coaches.
Yes,
and
sir.
where sometimes we are gonna get basketball nerdy, and I think that's kind of the fire part about it. My sleepers, I would say, New York in the East, Memphis in the West. Those are my 2. I think Memphis is showing improvement. It's going to be their first year back healthy in the past 2 years. I want to say because Bane and not what's the kid with the hair? I forget his name.
Wells.
But it's not even Wells. It's
Clark.
Yes, Clark.
Clark. Brandon Clark is back.
Yeah, because the year before he ended up getting hurt
towards Achilles.
Yep, and he's a big piece of what they did as well.
He's developed a good outside shot right now to where he's becoming a threat to where you gotta close outside that corner.
Yeah, so I think Memphis, they'll be interesting. I think if New York could just figure it out.
I was gonna say that Q. They killing my parlays. New York, y'all gonna hear me say this a lot. New York, stop doing that shit and get it right. All right, Q, you got it.
That's all I had. Those would be my sleepers.
So I'm gonna give you one more sleeper, and I don't know if we actually realize how well they're playing. Houston.
Yeah, they are.
I was just looking at that.
Right now, Houston is actually third in the West right now. Behind OKC and goddamn Golden State.
Young guns.
Well, yeah, I'm not mad. And the thing is,
talking about what's the name? Ndoku?
Udoka.
Ndoka. Yep. So we seen what he did with Boston in his first year finals. Now you actually have some defenders.
A little box shouldn't make you lose your job. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
The little box should definitely, especially when the box is consensual. Consensual box should not make you lose your job. Consensual box.
Shout out to that box.
Sorry that the box was goddamn tied to somebody else though, but shit, she gave up the box. It was consensual. Oh man, Brushin lost his job.
Right. Again, this is the basketball podcast. We're talking about the boxing one. They got him to the NBA finals. Right. Was it
straight like that?
Right. Shout out to the box.
Hey, good play. Great play. Great play. You just got to implement it at the right areas and the right time.
Right, at the right time.
Okay. So right now is we're what 3 weeks into the season. Yeah. This would be a good time for just some bold predictions. Yeah. NBA finals, NBA championship. Talk to me. We'll start with Wayne this time.
Okay.
Who you got in the NBA finals and who's winning the chip this year?
I have a repeat from the 2022 finals of Boston and Golden State.
Ooh. I like that actually.
I have Boston and Golden State, and I have it going 7.
Who wins?
I got Boston in 7.
Oh,
yeah, Boston in 7. Sad. I'm lying. I got Curry in 7. What you talking about? He from the city, bro. What you talking about? Curry from the city, bro. Right. Like we got game 7.
Hey, I'm gonna say this
all the way, bro. I see that for sure.
In my mind, if Curry get another one, I'm putting him over LeBron.
I was about to say, because I seen your post and you said that.
That's all I'm saying.
And I'm gonna say
if Curry get that 5,
but I'm gonna say Q. Me and you like to disagree and agree on a lot of things, but when I seen that, people don't give Steph his flowers.
Like I think right now it's arguable.
6'3" is 6'4". Take his team and wins another finals, another finals MVP.
But Wayne, even before
and with less talent,
and he's the all-time. So you can't say, well, Bron's the all-time leading scorer. No. Curry's the all-time leading 3. So every 3 he shoot is making a record the same way.
He shoots farther back than everybody else.
So you trying to tell me if this 6'3" guard takes this team
that's shooting from half court,
that ain't got not 1 7-foot on their team,
right? Don't belong on the Rushmore. Let's talk about that.
They don't want to give him no credit. That light-skinned, green-eyed motherfucker.
Listen,
I'm trying to tell you,
I think that
he got it. He got it, bro. Like you can't
do.
It sounds like
I got in an argument with somebody over that.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you good. I'm just saying. I was advocating for Curry on the Rushmore, and he was like, "Nah, you crazy." And all he is a shooter. I said, "No, but you got to look at
what he championship surpasses Magic."
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry.
But you got to look at what he does and how he impacts the game for his team.
Our dads don't want to hear that shit.
No, they don't.
Our unks don't want to hear that. But if Curry gets another ring, I'm sorry, man. Look, I love you, Magic.
Right? Oh, nah. I got him about Magic.
You got to understand, Magic, you only had 10 years.
Curry is a legend.
We forget about that now. Think about that. Magic only played 10 years.
That's an efficient 10, though. If he got
an efficient 10.
If he got 4 and 10, how many MVPs he had?
4.
Yeah, that's an efficient 10.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that. He touched
the finals, I think, all but 2 years.
Yeah, I'm not mad. But he also came into a loaded team.
But look at
that ends up being a difference.
Yeah, for sure. I'm talking about what Curry going with 16.
Look at the last team Curry won with. That wasn't souped up.
Nah.
They old. They
were just their draft picks.
Right.
That was just their draft picks.
Just their draft pick. It wasn't nothing souped up.
You talking about that was no Bogut. That was nothing. That was nothing to trade in. That was Kevon Looney drafted, Draymond Green, Clay,
Moody,
Kuminga,
Gary Payton Jr.
Curry,
right?
Gary Payton Jr.
Gary Payton Jr. Maybe the only he was undrafted.
Yeah, I'm about to say he was a G League.
He played with their G League team.
G League, right?
So you talking about, and only one was Iguodala that came from Philadelphia. That was the only trade in.
But he got minimal.
And he broke his thumb, and I want to say in the finals, I think.
Yeah, he was just cheerleading.
Right.
So
They
Otto Porter.
Robert Ory.
Yeah, I mean, like they had little pieces that was
like outside the
role players that was,
Right.
but again, it was Jordan Poole. We forgot Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole.
Drafted.
Forgot him.
Yeah,
drafted.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. I forgot about Jordan Poole that fast.
Yeah, nonetheless, it sounds like we have further Again, I'm one that pushes the envelope. I think that there's an argument when it comes down if this past era was the Curry era or the Bron era.
Right.
I think it's an argument there. I think
so
Curry, like he puts it in stone if he wins one more.
Right. Yeah.
Because you're talking about from 2015 to now.
Yeah, fellas, but wait. I think that we would dive into that. I want to get y'all.
Yeah.
We got to get y'all takes. You said Boston, Golden State in the finals. Game 7. Curry wins it. Okay. Trey, talk to us.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I don't see Boston going back. I don't know if I sound crazy, Wayne, but
but who you got?
I say we get one of those teams that we was talking about. Like you mentioned New York,
Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland. I think we might get one of those guys in there this year. And on the West, I'm going with OKC, man. I just think OKC is I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't know if I'm being a little biased, but I just think they are the team in the West. I mean,
they got a lot of size and skill. It just is what it is. Like, to me, J-Dub is he's the X factor because he can just do it all at 6'8".
He shoots it,
and then you got Chet cleaning it up. You got Shea. He's a 6'6"
out his mind
point guard.
They got damn near a complete team.
Yeah.
The only thing that they're missing is just age. That's it.
Yeah, a veteran. Yeah, like you said. Yeah,
which Caruso.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it's
I forgot.
The person that got a ring that's been there.
Mm-hmm.
He's been around the ultimate vets.
I say Cleveland, OKC.
The LeBrons,
that'll be my prediction.
The Rondos. I mean, like Caruso is actually he came into a crazy situation where he learned from the best.
Yeah, he was the original Austin Reeves.
I give you
the original Austin Reeves, bro.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Cleveland, OKC.
Cleveland, OKC. Who winning it?
That's my prediction.
You giving Shea his first chip?
I'm giving Shea.
Okay.
I gotta go with Shea.
I got you.
Who you got, Q?
I'm gonna just be biased. I want not OKC. Golden State.
Yeah.
The East is such a toss up.
Yeah, it is. He's at that point right now where LeBron was over there.
Yeah. And the teams that I would have went with beforehand, which would have been Philly and Milwaukee, they trash.
Yeah, super trash.
But
let's do the health.
But
it's still early. It's still early though.
Yeah,
you're talking about 2-11 and 4-9 for both of them.
I'm gonna go irrational. I am gonna go with Philly and Golden State. Golden State pulls it out.
That's a nice.
In this, I would also say.
Interesting.
I'm gonna give my rookie of the year, which is Jared McCain.
Yes, sir. Dude.
He's balling.
Hey, hold on, y'all see?
He's going crazy right now.
Y'all see it?
Rookie of the year,
going super crazy.
Well, right now he's become the most. Like I think he put up like 25, 26 last night.
Back to back.
He put up about 30 on the horn. Like he's been going back to back to back.
Crazy. That's why Maxi's sitting out because they know what they're doing.
Maybe, but I know that McCain, because I thought the Hornet game was a fluke, but then I seen him do it 2 more nights, and I'm like, wait, he's out playing Paul George right now.
But you got to think about it, Q. We seen this kid and before college.
I remember him playing against Rob. I remember him playing against Rob Dillingham.
Yeah, he got a pro game
with Team Why Not.
Yep, pro game
inside the Peach Jam Championship.
Yep, he got a pro game
when Rob was with CP3.
Yeah, pro game. Yeah.
Now Jared has been balling.
No, he has. Who you gonna put over in rookie of the year?
Who you going? Sar? You going? Rishache? You
Hell
going?
No, not
Rishache been hooping though for Atlanta though. I mean, I don't think
Jared McCain.
I done seen 37. I think
I seen 37 at Rishache.
Yeah,
I know he had one explosion. I haven't seen him be consistent.
Yeah. Okay,
but he might. This is just my dark horse. I'm just throwing out mine.
No, I agree with Jared McCain. I like that. He a dookie, so I'm agreeing.
So you talking about you got Zach Edey averaging 11 right now.
Yeah, Zach Edey gonna be
11-6. You got Bub Carrington for Washington Wizards, Jalen Wells for the Grizzlies, Ryan Dunn.
Yeah, they got two of them.
Ryan Dunn for Phoenix Suns. Sar.
I'm gonna tell you who's gonna be
Risha
nice
Shar.
too. Connect for
Lakers.
I watched him in March Madness,
but he ain't gonna get enough chance to be.
He's not gonna get enough shot opportunity.
Yeah,
there's Reeves in front of him.
Nah, you about right.
I think McCain found his mark.
So I'm also gonna look at. I think Risha Shar is playing a lot more minutes right now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he's getting an opportunity to play a lot more minutes to where it's providing opportunity to produce more.
Mm-hmm.
In which McCain, he's taking them Eric Gordon.
All I can think about.
He done took Reggie Williams and Eric Gordon minutes.
Now, when everybody gets healthy, does that?
But I think he's going to eventually move into that starting lineup.
Yeah, he is.
I think
there wasn't they starting Eric Gordon at one point.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard for him to see because we haven't seen their full healthy lineup.
Yeah, but I think Maxwell, Jared McCain,
Paul
PG,
George, Embiid,
and then that's where you put McCain in there. You put one more player with size that can stretch because PG can play the three. And McCain's not a PG either. Like he's a two, but he also knows how to just play the game well.
Mm-hmm. Now I ask you this because we just had that debate with Charlotte. Do you start McCain or do you let him come off and do what he do?
Well, it depends on how what are the other options? Yeah. And I mean, if it makes more sense to have a floor spacer like Eric Gordon, then I think that's cool.
Yeah.
As long as he's giving you you see that he can produce.
Oh, see, you started Kelly Oubre at the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. But no, they've moved him to the bench though.
Yeah.
I won't Kelly.
Like I look, I'm about to say I looked at it like last night.
If I'm healthy, I want Maxey, Paul George, Kelly Oubre, Embiid. So who talking about at the 4 spot?
Or maybe you do that lineup with whatchamacallit, McCain.
You could because you could put
Caleb Martin.
No, I'm doing McCain before him. I think McCain can shoot better, and they make the same basketball decisions. To me, I like. Was we talking about this last time?
Or do I start someone I really don't care about taking out within the 4 minutes and bringing in McCain?
But that's the Eric Gordon
or KJ Martin.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. But to me, Martin's more of a rotational piece, in my opinion.
He is. I mean, but you could be a rotational piece and still start though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I'm coming up in the first TV timeout anyway, and I'm not gonna play again to mid-second quarter.
Right.
Nah, true enough. All right, so fellas, give me your biggest disappointment. Trey, talk to me.
The Knicks. They killing parlays. The Knicks, man, I hate y'all, man. The Knicks is,
they killing parlays right now.
Yeah, they killing. They the parlay killers. So if y'all watching, do not put no money line or no spreads on.
See, that's what I don't do for the Knicks. No,
keep them out of there.
Knicks is just Jalen Brunson plus 20.
Right.
Karl Anthony Towns double.
And that ain't even guaranteed no more.
And Josh Hart plus 6 rebounds.
Yeah, now I go on this rebound. Brunson been selling though on the 20-point games this year.
Yeah, he
has, bro. I mean, and we know he can do it. So Brunson, get off that bullshit. New York, get off that bullshit.
And I go Mikal Bridges plus 10.
Okay.
I go him plus 10.
He good for
other
10
than that, it's over.
Yeah. That's my biggest disappointment. Sure.
So the biggest disappointment I have thus far, which is kind of crazy, is Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. Milwaukee, and I will say Milwaukee and Dallas.
I would say Dallas. I was going to say that too. So my West is Dallas.
My West is Dallas.
And Philly. They look
well, Philly gets a pass. They're not healthy.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at teams that have been healthy with your star players.
Right.
So we're talking about healthy star players. I'm looking at Dallas for sure. You've had Kyrie, Luka, you've had Clay. You've had Gafford and Lively. So, you got both of your bigs and your 4 scorers.
Was Cat and Julius Randle a good trade?
I like it for both teams.
Okay. What about you, Q?
I think it makes sense. I think that New York just has to gel, to be honest. I would say with it worked amazingly for Minnesota.
Yeah,
because
you got off of two centers. You had two centers start. You had one at the 4 and one at the 5. Cat wasn't healthy, and Anthony Edwards was getting frustrated with it, dude.
Yeah, and I think unfortunately for the hometown kid, I think it worked out horrible. Rob Dillingham.
Oh man.
But I would also say that like DiVincenzo was amazing for them. Where
it was a major hit for New York, though. Wow.
No, that's what he's saying. Yeah, like basically,
like that was such a big
that hurt.
Yeah, it hurt New York, but it helped Minnesota amazingly. Because that was one of the things that they actually was missing, which was another person that could just put the ball in the basket consistently and shoot it from the 3.
But that takes away from Dillingham.
Well, but that's why I said that's why I said like that. That's
slow motion.
That's where it hurts the hometown kid, in which I think eventually he'll find his motion and he'll get.
He's 19, bro.
Yeah,
but yeah. So
you Gucci.
Oh yeah.
But they got Julius Randle, and they needed somebody else that could just.
Conference Finals last year. Like,
yeah,
I'm not looking for a rookie to get me over the hump.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's going to be somebody that later in the year will start to blossom. Playoffs, he'll see some minutes.
Yeah.
But I think Julius Randle was big, just based off of the fact that like they needed somebody else that knew how to get like easier buckets. Cat can score, he can shoot, but he don't get it easy enough,
like he should be.
Yeah, where like he gets you the muscle buckets.
But also, I think, not to cut you off, I feel like Randle allowed Minnesota to keep Nas Reeves in the role that kept him effective.
Mm-hmm.
So you was talking about before the Julius Randle. It's more so, Nas gonna start. Nas should start over Cat. Now you keep Nas in a role that he was successful in. Put more pressure on him to have to be more than what he is right now.
Yeah,
Nas is a good spark off the bench that can handle that bitch. Get to the Baja, shoot the 3.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want what he gives you 38 minutes a game, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You want it at 27 minutes.
Yeah.
Julius going to play those minutes where him and Julius can play together.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're playing a 5 out. And with Ant shooting that bitch the way he is, I got Jaden McDaniel DM the way he do. It's like their record is not indicative of what they can be, but I see what they're trying to build.
Yeah.
It like I say, it's early, and they would be a.
But both teams moved big pieces to where like it's just an adjustment period, and that's where, again, like with Minnesota, I think eventually it's going to make sense and it's going to work. Cat just got to find his place, but Villanova players just know how to play ball, and they got enough Villanova players. Those are 2 feet jump stop players, and which you can trust them in general. That's what I say. I think where were we at? Biggest disappointments?
Disappointments.
Yeah. I piggyback off of yours, which would be Milwaukee. I think that everybody thought that last year when that trade happened, Dame and Giannis, it would mean something. I think we're just like being privy to how bad of a coach Doc Rivers is. Maybe
that I feel like it's a bad collective of talent. Everything is not.
But my thing is that they weren't.
There's nothing complimentary with each other.
But they weren't bad until Doc got there.
Yeah.
And the issue was that the coach before him, what's his name? He got a son that went to Duke. Yeah.
Agent Griffin.
Yeah, his son AJ. But yeah, so with Griffin, their issue was that he was too disciplined. He was holding them too accountable,
That's
like
crazy,
they needed like. Because they came from, what is it, Budenholzer?
Who came from Popovich.
But, like, I guess he was more of a chill coach, kind of let things kind of, in which he was holding them accountable for whether it was the rotations, bad shots, XYZ.
He was trying to make his imprint on his team,
But they also was doing well. I think they were
13-3.
Yeah, like they
13-3 when they fired him, bro.
Yeah. Like
they were 13-3 when they fired, bro.
They were doing amazing,
and then finished like 5th or 6th or some shit,
and then lost like all the games towards the end of the
year. Yeah, no,
it was terrible.
shout out to Gills Arena. They always like run down the stat, but Doc and them are like, I think if they win like the next 15, 20 games, they'll still be like breaking even or under 500. Since Doc
they have 4-9 right now, so they literally have to win 5 straight to get above 500. And not saying it can't be done, but it's like you have talent like that. Like, why is it looking like it's so hard?
Right.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, even in a game where I'm pretty sure their fans is like, we're going to Charlotte to get a win.
Right.
What is Doc doing? Because I mean, me and you could win with that, right?
I feel like it's what is Doc not doing?
Right.
It's not
well, I think a lot of times his ex-players speak about this often, and what you hear about Doc is that he's like a Phil Jackson-ish, where he's more of a player management coach than an adjustment coach.
Well, that's why he's had guys around him that are better at the X's and O's. Like
Rondo.
Championship, you had Tom Thibodeau.
Well,
oh yeah, like running your defense.
Like literally, you look at defensive, any team that Tom Thibodeau has been associated with has been top 10 defense.
Yeah, shut up. Didn't he invent the ice concept?
Yeah, you had Lawrence Frank.
Yeah,
who was your offensive guy that think about he went back-to-back finals with New Jersey with J. Kidd, Richard Jefferson, and King Martin. So you've had guys around you that can facilitate your team literally without you being there. To where now they've gotten rid of those particular players, particular staff members, and didn't so after the season you would have thought they would have re-upped and went and got some names. But those names went other places. Yeah. And you can see those other teams facilitating growth in their organization versus where Milwaukee is right now. So it's like, y'all believe in Doc. Y'all gave Doc too much power.
Yeah.
For one, he was good at what he was doing before y'all fired Adrian Griffin, which he was being a good consultant. It was like Doc was in the mix. That's why we hired Doc. He was in the mix. He was helping.
Yeah, but he also dropped the ball in his last 2 coaching jobs, though.
Yeah.
Now, the Clippers, there's no way the Clippers didn't get to the finals.
Right. But then he had Philly.
There's no way Philly don't get to the
right. That's what I'm saying. He dropped the ball on both of them. He had Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, and Philly, too.
Your boy so dirty to where he ain't recovered yet.
Oh, Big Benny.
Y'all literally could, as a coach, like we were just talking about at the beginning, you pour into your players to get the best out of them to where they want to run through a brick wall for you.
Yeah.
To where y'all did the total opposite.
All right, so I think this takes us to a natural segue. But before then, let me ask you this. I imagine, is everybody's biggest surprise Cleveland?
Yes. Mine.
14-0.
I would say Cleveland and Orlando.
Okay, Cleveland and Orlando. And that's Orlando without Paul Bench.
And Orlando still winning without Ben Carroll.
Yeah. They right now, they are 8-6 at third in the West, which would put them still in the East. They still would be top
2,
7.
Oh,
because the East, right? I'm sorry, in the West.
Oh, West. All right.
Yeah. You put Orlando in the West, they still be a top 17.
Oh, and and
that's how I compare how good someone is right now in the East is with. If you take their record and put them in the West, what would they be at? Right. Like literally, the Hornets would be at the bottom.
Yeah.
Anybody in the 500 in the East would be bottom because Dallas is 6-7 at 10th.
Yeah.
So anybody 2 games in the 500 in East win. So I'm looking at Orlando would still be a top team in the West.
Okay. So nonetheless, we kind of got to a natural segue to the final question.
Yeah.
Which would be